Veena, Rais, Vageshan. Welcome to the call on enlightenment. Rajaratnam, Harsh Agalwal, Karan Singh, Ashok, and Hema. Shivoham, welcome. Ruchika Singh, Doctor, PhD, Gautam, Krishan, and Krishna Sharma. Welcome to the call. Amita Shukla, Shikha, Vipul Raj. I welcome you all to the call. Shivoham, Shubham, Alice, Rajan, Dr. Surinder Goyal. Welcome to the call. Sachin, Itkariji, and the rest of you whom I cannot see. Lakshmi, I can just see Lakshmi now. And some of you, I can start seeing you to the call. Palak Jain, after a long time, welcome to the call. Gautam Chaudhary. I'm not sure if I can see the rest of you. Magesh, Maggie, I think this is Divya, if I'm not mistaken. Welcome to the call. Balaji, and I can see Dr. Surinder Goyal now. Shivoham, welcome. And the rest of you whom I cannot see, but many of you, Yoginder and the rest on the call, some of you are unable to switch on your mobiles for reasons beyond your control. Kiran, Veena Chainani, and many of you. I see Gobind, Bindhani. So welcome to this call. The call on Zoom every Friday at 7 p.m. is a call on enlightenment, a call that will help people attain the ultimate goal of life. You know, most of us don't know who we are, why we are here, why are we alive, what is the purpose of life. We just live. Actually, we don't live, we exist and we die. And today we are starting our a journey on the Enlightenment Life book. So today is a very interesting day. I'm going to get straight onto the subject because it's not just another day. It's a day where many of you are blessed, I hope, to have got the book. And I will come to know in a few minutes how many of you are lucky to have got the book. That's the first question that I have from all of you as I get started with the Enlightenment Life book. How many of you have actually received this book? I mean, can we get some feedback? Can you unmute all or you can't unmute all? Just unmute all. So for a change, we are trying to unmute all. And we are trying to see if, anybody would like to speak and say you've got the book? Anybody?
Book. Sir, I received it and it is a very wonderful book.
Sir, I received it and very good book.
Shivam, sir.
The print is too good and it is very much worth.
So I'm the first person I heard is Sanjay Das. Thank you, Sanjay Das. I got your message. Others, can you please repeat?
Shivam, Master, Amitabh this side. I've received the book and I am really thankful to you.
Receive the book, sir.
Okay. Amitash,
Receive the book, sir.
Amitash, we heard you one by one.
I have
please.
received my enlightenment book.
Mr. Sangam Gupta, did you get the book?
Yes, sir. I received the book. Thank you very much for your kindness.
Thank you. And we are just trying to see today for the first time we've unmuted people. So anybody else would like to speak that you have got the book? Anybody else?
I received. I got the book and it's beyond imagination.
Thank you. Thank you. Ashok,
I've got the book, sir. It is outstandingly brilliant.
Thank you, Ashok. Ashok Chotwani, have you got the book? I see it in your hand.
Yes, sir.
I got the book.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
So we are going to try to unmute you all. Mute everybody, please. Surinder Goyal has not got the book. Kuch dal mein kuch kala hai. So we are going to. Yeah, I've come back. So Sudhir, you can hear me, Sudhir? Okay, so we will try to unmute you all once the day gets started. Unfortunately, if I give everybody the mic, then the meeting will be over. But those who have not got the book, we will take your notes why you have not got the book. But I think 30, 40 or 50 of you, I don't have got the book. And those who have not got the book, before the end of the call, we will talk to you. You have got what I consider a gift from the divine. This is a prasadam, and this book, which is by now in your hands, it's probably more than 400 pages. And this book is your treasure to move forward on the journey of enlightenment. Right? The journey of enlightenment is a journey, and it's a unique journey for each one. Today, when we start, the reason I sent you this book, yes, it is a long way to send this book across to each one of you. How do I take you? How do I help you go on a step-by-step journey? The journey of Sanjay Das will not be the journey of Hitkari. Hitkari ji will be different, and Sara will not be the same as Samita. Each of you will have your own enlightenment journey. And very often the challenge is, how do you define enlightenment? Sometimes somebody asks the question, how do you define enlightenment? Who says? You, Sudip, you can hear me again, Sudip? So you don't go by one or two persons. So the point is, we have tried to send the book out to all genuine seekers who are attending Zoom call week after week. This is a special token of my love and affection to all of you. And I'm going to try my best. If somebody has not got it, I'm going to try my best to make sure the book reaches you as fast as possible. Please contact me. But I want to explain to you, when somebody asks the question, what is enlightenment? Enlightenment is that sense of realization. It is that experience in you. And some people still say, nahi, samajh mein nahi aaya. Kya hai enlightenment? And recently I found something very interesting which I'll share with you. It was a story which is 100 years old. 100 years back, a man from the village came to the city, and the man from the village came to the city, and in the village at that time, if they wanted to light a lamp, they had no electricity. They had to take the diya, the oil, and they had to burn the wick, and then they would have a candle or something. And this man came to his friend's house, and the friend, all he did was, when the man was sitting, he turned his hand and touched the wall at the back. And as if by magic, a light came on, and the man jumped. Kya hai? Whole room was full of light. He had never seen a room like this, full of bright light. And the man told him, Bijli, Bijli. Bijli means electricity. Right? He said, this is electricity. The man was just trying to understand, kya hota hai electricity? He said, electricity. You understand electricity? Electricity that causes this light. The man said, no, I don't understand. Just then the man, he turned his other hand, and on the other side of the hand, he touched the wall, and the fan started working. As the fan started going around, the man was shocked in the village. He had never seen a fan. All they used to do is, they were used to holding paper fans like this. You know, and they're used to doing this. And then he saw pankha. It was going round and round. And the man told him, what is it? He said, it's electricity. Again, what is this electricity? Magic? No magic. It's electricity. But just then, he was not able to understand. The man hit one dabba, one box on the table, and songs started playing. This man was shocked. He said, you showed me 3 magic shows. One, you showed me light. When you touched one wall, light came on. You touched the wall, pankha, fan, and touched the wall. Suddenly, music is playing. What is this electricity? The man said, how to explain to this man? So he told this villager, you jump on the table. Come on the table, I'll explain to you. So he came on the table. He told him, please close your fingers like this and keep one finger out. Correct? So he kept one finger out. Then he told him, okay, what you need to do now? He pointed at the ceiling, and he said, up there, you see, you need to put your hand in that round thing. So this man put his finger inside. As soon as he put his finger inside the filament of the bulb, he got a shock. He got a shock, and he jumped on the table and he started dancing. He started jumping because he got a shock. He said, that is bijli. That is electricity. Enlightenment is like that. Many of you are still thinking, what is enlightenment? You have to get that bijli, you have to get that current. You have to get that, it has to come. You have to experience that roshni, that light. How much ever I may tell you, correct? That's why we have given you a book, an enlightenment life book, which is your own personal workbook. It is your workbook and you have to find your way. It is not, I am not going to give you enlightenment. No, I cannot. I can't even make you enlightened. I can't even show you the way to enlighten. I can only guide you. I can only help you. And I can only take you as much as I can towards the right direction. But the life book is guaranteed to help genuine seekers realize the truth. You need the grace of the divine, the guidance of a master. Without that, the book is of no use. Remember, this book is exclusive, personal. Somebody asked me, if you want to buy the book, how much? I said, book is available on sale, 5,000 rupees a book. He said, what, 5,000 rupees? I said, yes. For people on the Zoom call, it is free. The people who are coming on the Zoom call, people who are, no, because it's not about, we're not selling it for money. This book is not about money. But some people said, no, can I have an extra copy? No, you can't have an extra copy because this is your life book. It is one life. It is your life. It is your life book. You can't have an extra copy. This is a book that you must keep with you all the time. And you can't write something in one book, something in another book. You have to understand that your challenge is to be able to use this book as a life book. It's your life book. That's why it's not called a workbook. It's called a life book. It's exclusive. It's personal. Don't give this book to anybody else. Don't tell somebody else, you please read my life book. No, please don't do it. You should be able to write all your private matters, your personal matters. You should be able to put, don't share this book with anybody. And don't try to have 2 copies. Even if you want to buy for 5,000 rupees, no good. Please keep only 1 copy. This book will help you crystallize your thoughts. What are you seeking in life? Who are you? What is enlightenment? Like I told you, Bijli, you have to experience it. You have to experience enlightenment, aparoksh anubhuti. And my friends, today I want to share something with you. Most people in this world, they live, they die. They don't know why. They look up at the sky and they cry and they don't know why. Most people in this world, they don't know who am I. They come and they go. They don't know that this is just a show. They cry. They suffer. They suffer because they don't know that they are not the body, the mind, they are the divine soul. They have no enlightenment. They have not realized the truth. They live and they die and they suffer. I meet people who cry. I see people crying. So many people I meet in life and they are crying. I ask them, why are you crying? They say, I have this problem. I say, who has the problem? The problem is we don't know who has the problem. Your body may have a problem. You are not the body. Your mind may have misery. You are not the mind. When will you realize you are the divine soul? The problem is we don't realize it. We don't realize we are chasing money. What is the point? How much of money you have? I recently met a billionaire, very, very rich man. He was 1 month in jail. And I asked him, how did you feel 1 month in jail? He said it was the most miserable experience. He said, I was willing to give as much money as possible to come out of jail, but I could not. Look at it. We do everything possible. We even cheat to make money. But finally we suffer. And what do we do with the money? In the end, what we earn, others will burn. Others burn what we earn. We don't spend before our end. That's why when we die, we cry. We cry. Oh my God, what kind of life I have lived. Friends, we must be enlightened. Enlightenment means understanding. It doesn't matter whether you're 40 years or you're 80 years old. It doesn't matter. You have to be enlightened one day before your end. And that end may be today. How do you know that end is not tomorrow? So don't say, no, I will today I will party, tomorrow enlightenment. No. You need enlightenment today. And this book will guide you. This book will ask you many questions. What are you seeking? Are you seeking happiness? Are you seeking to overcome problems? Are you trying to find a purpose? Are you trying to find liberation? Are you trying to find God realization? What are you seeking? 99% of the people in this world don't know what they want. They don't know what they want. If you don't know what you want, how can you get it? One man came into my shop. I had a lot of retail business. Once a man came to my shop, I told him, "Good morning, sir. How are you?" He said, "Fine, thank you." "Can I help you?" He said, "Yes, help me." I said, "What do you want, sir?" He said, "Actually, I don't know." "Why have you come to my shop?" He said, "Actually, I don't know." We are like these people. We go into a shop, chuma. We are strolling, window shopping, chuma. No, this world is not just to be strolling. Because if we are strolling through life, then we will die and we will be born again, and we will suffer again and again and again. My dear friends, today's talk is the biggest gift for you. And I hope you have the book. I think more than 50% of you have the book. I'm confident maybe 50, 60%. I don't know how many of you, but I know at least 50 or 60% of you have the book. Because this is a serious group. This Zoom group is a very serious enlightenment group. People in this group, they have a goal. They have a purpose. They want to realize the truth about life before they die. That's why many people wrote to me, spoke to me, got the book. They sent the address. There are one or two people, unfortunately, I don't know how the book has slipped, like so Dr. Surinder Goyal. I feel bad. And one or two of you who are far away, the book has not been able to reach you. We are trying our best to make it reach you at a place, at a distance where it's not possible to deliver the book to you. But otherwise, most of you have got the book in your hand. And the challenge is, this book is to help us be enlightened. This book is meant to help us to switch on the light within. And today you can ask me any question about this book. Today you can ask me, okay, you've gone through the book. This book is not a book you're going to read in one day or 1 week or 1 month. This book is a book, a life book. It's for your life till you are enlightened. Somebody may be enlightened in 1 minute. Somebody may not be enlightened in the full life. Enlightenment is a unique gift. It is not meant for anybody and everybody. Very few people are blessed with this gift of enlightenment. This book will show you the way how to get enlightenment, step by step. So there are part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. The book will help you to move forward on the journey. The book will help you to ask questions, to investigate. So if you notice, every book, every page in this book has got notes, and there are questions. There are questions here. These questions are to trigger your thought. So you have to go through this book. There's also something called, on page number 40, there's something called a life grid. I don't know how many of you have seen the life grid. I don't expect you all to rush, but I expect you to go through this. And this book you cannot read in 1 day and say, I finished the book. I finished reading the book. No, you have to write. You have to write. You have to glance through the book and you have to write what you are seeking. You have to answer the questions, not for me. You're not answering me. You are for you. This book is for you. You ask yourself, what are you seeking in life? See, we all are going to die. Some people are worried they got COVID. I asked them why. They say we're going to die. I said, well, I'm also going to die. Maybe not COVID, but we all have to die. Death is certain, but every body dies. Only body. Only the body dies. That's why what we say when somebody dies, we say, let their soul rest in peace. That's all we say, RIP. Somebody says RIP, rest in peace. Who must rest in peace? The body is going to be in pieces. The body is going to be fragmented into dots. Correct? So who is going to rest in peace? Who is the one who dies? What happens after we die? How are we born? We think we came about by magic. No. You were born when two cells became one. Your birthday is not your birthday, it's your delivery day. Happy delivery day to you. Huh? We cannot say happy birthday. No, birthday happened 9 months back. We don't know the meaning. We just say birthday. No, birth is the wrong day. Birth happened 9 months back in the womb of your mother. You were born. And the journey started inside the womb. My dear friends, when are we going to question? When are we going to ask? So this book allows you to ask questions and you can interact with me as you go through this life book page by page. You have to progress. You have to go forward and you will get stuck. Sometimes you will get stuck. Today I got a question. Somebody read my book and said, Satyam Shivam Sundaram. They said, okay, everything beautiful is God. Correct? What about something which is not beautiful? What about something that is ugly? So when you first move on the journey, you see everything beautiful as God. But then when you see everything as God, there is nothing ugly. It is a theory of relativity. You may consider a lizard to be ugly, but another lizard doesn't think the lizard is ugly. It is subjective. It is relative. So we have to learn. We have to, in this book, you can write down your questions and you can ask questions. God is not living in a distant planet. God does not belong to religions. God is the divine spirit inside you. The Upanishad says it, the Bible says it. The scriptures of all religions, directly or indirectly, reveal the truth. But the people say, how can God be in me? I am different, God is different. This is called Dvaita. Dvaita means duality. I am different from you. Huh? Don't we think we are separate? You are separate from me. No, you and me and Chandresh and me are not separate. Chandresh and me are the same soul. So this is what we have to realize. This is enlightenment. But knowledge is not enlightenment. Just because I tell you, you and me are the same. Ha, 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 ha. That is what I call nodding dog, Chinese nodding dog. No, this is not nodding. This is about realization. Realization is when you open your real eyes. This is what the enlightenment book is for you. Take the book, go through the book, page by page, try to understand what this book is talking. Argue with me, question yourself, Google, read books. There's a whole section at the end of the book for further reading. If those of you who have reached that end is at the end of the book. There's a section called for further reading. On page number 332, this tells you what all you can read, what all you should read. There are so many, because enlightenment, the problem is, if you are reading the wrong stuff, you're going in the wrong way. You're going away from the goal. You don't want to go away from the goal. You want to go to enlightenment. How are you going to go to enlightenment? You have to go to enlightenment by going step by step. And step by step means you have to basically answer two questions. Who am I? Why am I here? If you want, today's class is just this. There are two parts in this book. The one who answers this question, who am I? Second question, why am I here? If you can answer these two questions, your enlightenment is nearly over. But you have to realize this. I read the word Tat Tvam Asi from my guru 25 years back. 25 years back, I read Tat Tvam Asi. I didn't understand for 25 years. It took me 25 years to understand Tat Tvam Asi, thou art that. Koham, 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 soham, soham. Who am I? I am that. Shivoham, Shivoham. People think Shivoham means Shiva. No, Shivoham does not mean Shiva. Shivoham means the divine in you. You are the soul. You are the divine energy. But we don't realize this. We think we are the body. That's why we fight. We are all the time fighting. So this life book is supposed to take you step by step, step by step. It's a book where you can write questions and then ask me the question. You can ask me, you can ask any other master who you believe in. You can, whomever you trust, whoever you want to ask a question, whom you think can give you answers. But you need to find answers. That's why this book is a notebook. It's a workbook. But don't scribble on it. Don't write Bollywood songs on it. Don't say there was no other place to write songs, so I started writing Bollywood songs. Shah Rukh Khan's latest song I started writing on this book. Then you will also land up in Bollywood. No, this is not about Bollywood. This is about your life. My friends, this is about your life. My enlightenment life book, yours. Ashok Nichani will take the book and write. Ashok, you got the book? Book hai, book mil gaya? So write your name on the book and then ask yourself the question, what am I seeking? Go through the chapter. Do I want happiness? Do I want purpose? What do I want? Then find out the two important questions. Who am I? Why am I here? Two important questions. Thank you, Ashok. Two important questions. Each of you, this book is 400 pages. I've not written a book so big. And this book is written with a lot of space for you to write. Please write neatly. Sanjay Das, suppose we write in this book and tomorrow we only cannot read what we write, then how will we be able to? So I'm just saying everybody must write neatly that you can read. Don't scribble on the book. And try to get to two important answers. Who am I? Why am I here? And I am here to help you. In case you get stuck, I am here to guide you. I am here to help you to get unstuck. You know the problem? Why do we need enlightenment? Because we are ignorant. We keep on fighting. We kill each other. I just now finished a book, The Simple Solution to World Peace. I just finished a book. Why there is so much war in this world? Why there are so many battles? Because we human beings are ignorant. If we come to know that we are all the same divine soul, then we don't have to fight with one another. But we are unable to realize that we are all one divine soul. Because we don't realize this, we keep on fighting with one another. We even kill one another. We kill each other. We take a gun and we shoot just because of our ignorance. There is no peace in this world. One day we will die. हितकारी जी, खाली हाथ आते हैं, खाली हाथ जाते हैं. हाँ क्या नहीं? फिर क्यों इतना कमाने के पीछे क्यों पागल हो जाते हैं हम लोग? You agree, हितकारी? People are mad after making success and money. True or false? Why are people chasing success and money for what? Because people are ignorant. Dr. Surinder Goyal, how many people come to the ICU? Dr. Surinder Goyal is anesthesiast in critical care. So I got to know this important news. How many people who are dying must be coming to Dr. Surinder Goyal? How many people he must be seeing who are under surgery and their relatives who are scared of death? How many people are scared of death? We are scared of death because we don't realize that only the body dies. You know, people who see death day in and day out, they understand. सबको जाना है. आज नहीं तो कल सबको जाना है. Everybody has to go. Nobody can escape. Such is the show. Therefore, friends, this enlightenment life book is meant for you to find answers. And then, Bijili, how remember that the villager? He put his hand inside. Ooh, you have to get that. You have to get that aha. It's called the spiritual aha. I got it on the 31st of August 2014. When I got my aha, 31st of August 2014, I got the light. I realized, oh my God, I changed my name. My name was Ravi. My name was Ravi Melwani. I said, Mar gaya Ravi Melwani. Somebody said, where's Ravi Melwani? He said, Ravi Melwani mar gaya. I said, what do you mean? I said, I am not Ravi. I am Atma in Ravi. A-I-R, became air. How I became air? Because of the bijili. That bijili. Hey, I am not this man. This is just a skin. Why are you calling me this? Tomorrow you will call me Zodiac. Hey, Zodiac. This is Zodiac. I am not Zodiac. Why are you calling me Zodiac? Because T-shirt is Zodiac. Hey, T-shirt is Zodiac. I am not Zodiac. Or this T-shirt is Zara. Or this T-shirt is Louis Philippe. Hey, Louis Philippe. No, I am not Louis Philippe. T-shirt is Louis Philippe. I got the realization. What I got the realization? Air. Atma in Ravi. I am Atma in Ravi. Then everybody I told, I am Atma and Ravi, Atma and Ravi, Atma and Ravi. That became air. That was how air was born in 2014. It's been a long time, right? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 7 years. I've just completed 40 books, 1200 bhajans on the same subject. On the same subject, 40 books on the subject of enlightenment, on the subject of happiness, on the subject of life. I've just started a new book, and the new book is going to be the topic of next week's discussion. You know what's the new book's title? The new book's title is Many Problems. Huh? What's the title? Many Problems, One Solution. Many problems, one solution. Next week's topic. All the problems in the world. Fear, worry, hate, mental problem, physical problem, loneliness, suicide, depression, failure, attachment, all problems in this world. Many problems, one solution. That is, I think, my 40th book, which I'm writing. So that book will become the topic of discussion next week. That's next week's topic. Many problems, one solution. But that's not today. Today, I want to help you to get started with your Enlightenment Live book. So in 2-3 minutes now, maybe 5 minutes, we will open the microphone. For the first time today, we are opening the microphone and you can ask me questions. Some of you have got the book. Some of you want to ask me questions. The only condition is your video should be on. We should be able to see you. If the video is not on, we can't give you the audio. So those of you who want to ask me a question today on Enlightenment Life book or on enlightenment, now you can ask me. Unfortunately, we don't realize that enlightenment is so important. Enlightenment has rewards, eternal happiness, everlasting peace, a life which has no sorrow, no suffering, and God realization. You are able to realize God. You find God. God cannot be found. God has to be realized. So we will do both question answers. First, we will do the voice question answers today. And then we will do question answers also on the usual format. I have many question answers, but those question answers we will do a little later. We will try to let people speak today. Because today is a new session. We are going to open the mic. And the administrator will open the mic 2, 3, or 4 at a time. Not everybody will come at the same time, but we will ask you to unmute yourself. So to speak, you know how Zoom works, right? You have to unmute and then you have to speak. So those of you who want to ask questions will raise your hand or will put the question and then we will give you a chance to ask questions. Remember, friends, we have a choice. We can be enlightened or we can continue to suffer. The choice is ours. A few of you who will ask questions today, I will answer. Some of you would like to ask questions privately to me on my mobile. My number is with you. You can ask questions. I will talk to you on one-on-one basis. I will answer all your questions to the best of my ability. Remember, finally, this is not another book. The book I have given you, okay, Krishna Sarma wants to speak. I'm giving you names. So we will unmute one by one. So Krishna Sarma wants to speak one. And this is your enlightenment book. So your workbook that will take you to your ultimate goal. So, let us start. Let us start and go on. Krishna will go one by one. And
Sir,
yes,
sir, good evening.
Good evening.
I received your book. It
Yes,
is
sir.
really a wonderful book. Are you able to hear me, sir?
Yes, yes. Is it Krishna Sarma, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, continue.
There are nearly 14 parts are there in the book. I request you every week, first 10 minutes, you take only one part. First 10 minutes. Because we want to follow this book along with you. Next week, you are putting one more subject. Then the whatever doubts we are having in this book, we are not able to discuss. No
Okay.
doubt. We will put it. First 10 minutes, you give the reference from this book so that we will clear our doubts. Then you continue your the new topic.
Done. I straight away accept your suggestion, Krishna Sharma. So
Thank you,
with
sir.
Krishna Sharma's suggestion, every week, what he says for the first 10 minutes, we will try to give you the opportunity to ask your clarifications
Thank you,
for the
sir.
first 10 minutes.
Thank you.
So the point is that you have got an opportunity to ask any doubts. Okay? Yes, you want to say
Yes.
something more, Krishna Sharma?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Who else? Anybody else wants to speak? Harsh, anybody else wants to speak? You please raise your hand. Sarah, please give Sarah the unmute Sarah. Yes, Sarah. Is she unmuted? Go ahead.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Okay, so I have this question. Why were we actually sent to Earth? Was there anything before, like, was there an actual life before this ego and stuff? And what kind of life was that? What was the actual purpose of those people before ego and stuff came in?
Actually, Sarah, the best way to explain this is like this. What happened was God, whoever God is, we don't know, thousands of years ago, they say God, he wanted to do something. So he created this universe. He made the stars, he made the earth, he made everything. Okay, the creator, whatever is the name of the creator. Then he found something missing. Then what did he do? He created man and woman. How did he create? Just like a spider creates its own web. So from himself, he created the mountains, the oceans, then he created man and woman. He told man and woman, go into the world and enjoy this beautiful world. But don't forget that you are God. Man and woman. You are not man and woman. You are God. You are me. I have just made you to experience the world. When man and woman went into the world, they forgot their God. And today you, Sarah, you have forgotten your God. Therefore, you are in this world thinking you are Sarah. Actually, you're not Sarah. You're God. But you don't realize you're God. Because you're trapped in this world of illusions, Maya. You're trapped in this world of gold and velvet and beautiful pleasures and food and so beautiful. But you've forgotten you are God. You get the logic? That's when you say I. No, I, you and me, we are all God. You are God, I am God, Samita is God, Ajitek is God, everybody is God. We are all God. But we have forgotten. So this is the best way to understand that everything in this world, just like when you go to a jewelry shop, gold jewelry, you see a bangle, you see a chain, you see an earring, you see a necklace, and you think they're different pieces of jewelry. No, they're all gold. They're all made of gold. So like that's made of gold, we are all made of God, but we are not enlightened. That's why you need the book. And I think you're trying to print a book is what I was told. Have
Yeah, I'm going to get it printed.
Okay. So anything else, Tara?
No, thank you so much, Sally.
Thank you. So anybody
Thank
else
you.
wants to ask a question? I think Sangam Gupta wants to ask a question. Yes, Mr. Sangam Gupta, we are unmuting you. Please unmute and ask your question. Yes, please. Ask your question, Mr. Sangam Gupta.
सर
You have to-
अहंकार को कैसे खत्म करा जाए?
अहंकार को कैसे खत्म किया जाए? अहंकार
के साथ वासनाएं होती हैं.
अहंकार जो है, ये अहंकार अविद्या के कारण है. ये जो अहंकार का कारण है, ये अविद्या के कारण है. हम समझते, आप बोलते हैं मैं संगम गुप्ता हूं. आप संगम गुप्ता नहीं है. आपका नाम संगम गुप्ता है। जब आप पैदा हुए थे आप संगम नहीं थे, आपने माँ बाप ने आपको नाम दिया संगम, ठीक है, गुप्ता का फैमिली नेम है आपका, लेकिन पूरा जिंदगी हम समझते हैं हम संगम गुप्ता है। एक दिन संगम गुप्ता मर जाएगा, लेकिन आप नहीं मरेंगे। आप संगम गुप्ता का शरीर को छोड़ के आप आगे बढ़ जाएंगे। हम इस सच्चाई का एहसास नहीं करते हैं। वी डोंट रियलाइज दिस ट्रुथ। इसी के लिए एनलाइटनमेंट चाहिए। अभी आपके पास किताब है, ये एनलाइटनमेंट बुक इज फॉर ओवरकमिंग इग्नोरेंस। अविद्या को दूर करेंगे तभी अहंकार को छोड़ के, अहंकार को पार करके हम आत्मा बन जाएंगे। एक्चुअली हम आत्मा है, आप एक आत्मा हो, लेकिन आप नहीं जानते हम आत्मा है। छोटे से बच्चे से आपको सिखाया गया, क्या सिखाया गया? यू आर संगम, यू आर संगम, यू आर संगम। सवेरे से रात तक 1000 बार एक ही नाम अपने रिपीट करते गए, संगम संगम। नेक्स्ट अमिता शुक्ला, नेक्स्ट यू कैन ऑलरेडी अनम्यूट। तो एनीथिंग एल्स यू वांट? तो अहंकार को जो है, देयर इज अ ब्यूटीफुल song I wrote. I don't know if you heard that song, Mr. Sangam Gupta. It says, सांसों की माला में सिमरूं मैं शिव का नाम, खुद को छोड़ा वो, खुद को छोड़ा जो उसको मिल गया भगवान। खुद को छोड़ना है, अहंकार को आपको ड्रॉप करना है। सपोज मैं आपको बोलता हूं मिस्टर संगम गुप्ता, आपके पॉकेट में क्या है? पॉकेट में है, आपके जेब में कुछ है? निकालिए जेब में क्या, कुछ निकालिए अपने जेब से। अच्छा, क्या है आपके हाथ? दिखाइए, हाथ में क्या है आपके हाथ में?
पर्स है।
पर्स है। अगर मैं आपको बोलता हूं इस पर्स को ड्रॉप करो, आप ड्रॉप कर सकते हैं?
यस सर, आपका गुरु की आज्ञा तो मतलब,
अगर मैं कोई गुरु नहीं हूं। मेरा सवाल ये है, अगर आप चाहे तो, अगर आप चाहते हैं, आप ये पर्स को ड्रॉप कर सकते हैं ना?
यस।
वैसे ही आप अहंकार को ड्रॉप कर सकते हैं। अहंकार को पकड़िए, अहंकार को पकड़िए। पहले तो अहंकार को पकड़िए, वो मैं आपकी मदद करूंगा, आई विल हेल्प यू। अहंकार को पकड़िए, एक बकरी के माफिक पकड़िए उसको, फिर उसको छोड़िए। जैसे एरोप्लेन में बैठे आप, एरोप्लेन का डोर खोल के उसको नीचे छोड़िए, तब अहंकार गुम हो जाएगा। Okay, next, Amita Shukla, please. Amita Shukla, you are unmuted.
Shivoham, Master.
Shivoham.
See, they say acceptance is the first step to solve any problem, and I'm dealing with two addictions, and I've understood the cause behind it, but still, I'm not able to overcome my addictions.
See, addictions are very tough to overcome because they become a habit. So what happens? An addiction is like a thin wire. When you have a thin wire, it's easy to break it. But when that thin wire becomes thicker and thicker and thicker, it becomes like a cable. The moment it becomes like a cable, then to cut that cable becomes difficult. This is the challenge to break an addiction. But how do you break an addiction? There are two ways to break an addiction. The first way to break an addiction is wire by wire. You cut a cable. So some masters will tell you, if you're drinking 20 cigarettes a day, the best way is to reduce 1 cigarette per day, make it 19, make it 18, make it 17. But the other way is to drop it instantly. And instead of cigarette, you chew a chewing gum, but leave it immediately. How do you leave it? By realization of the harm it is causing you, by using your intelligence. So it is something that needs a strong willpower. It is called discipline. It needs discipline, it needs commitment. Therefore, it needs something like this Enlightenment Life book. As you're reading this Enlightenment Life book, the realization will come. What realization? That what am I doing? I'm wasting my life. I cannot be doing this. When such a realization comes, in a flash, in a moment, you will drop it. So addictions are bad habits. You don't have to give up a good habit. You have to give up a bad habit because it makes you suffer. So that is the real problem. And I told you there are two ways. Either you can give up the addiction bit by bit, or you have to give it up at one shot. Monashri is asking to be. Yes, Monashri, you are being unmuted. Anybody else wants to ask a question? Monashri, you are unmuted. And Harsh Agarwal next. Yes, please. Harsh Agarwal, you are next to ask the question. Mona, are you?
Sir, I have two questions. Sorry,
Yes, please.
I'm traveling. I have two questions. One is, could you please share more about your enlightenment moment? And the second one is, realizing the life purpose. How is it connected to the enlightenment? Is it the path we take to fulfill our life purpose? Is the enlightenment, or how is it connected?
Okay. So the first question is a very vast subject. So I'm just going to answer your second question. The point is this. The point is that enlightenment switches on the light which makes you realize your life purpose. That is the connection. When there is no enlightenment, we don't know our life purpose. We get up in the morning, we eat, we drink, we work, we sleep, and the day is over. Day after day, we live and we die, but we don't know why. What does enlightenment do? Enlightenment gives us the realization as to why am I alive? Like Sarah asked the question before you. Sarah asked the question, exactly similar question in different words. She said, why have we come to Earth? What is the purpose? Sarah asked, why have we come to planet Earth? We have come to planet Earth for a purpose. That is what enlightenment does. It makes us realize we are not this body. We have a body. We all have a body, but we are not the body. We seem to have a mind, which is completely thinking thoughts, but we are not the mind. We are the divine soul. This is what enlightenment does. Enlightenment does this, and this is needed for us. If you are not enlightened, we will live with ignorance and we will die. So are you unmuted, Harsh Agarwal? Harsh, you are unmuted. Harsh, please speak, Harsh.
Sir, my question is that I want to ask. First question
Speak
is,
loudly, please, little loudly.
my first question is, why enlightenment?
Why enlightenment?
Yes,
Because it's just like saying, why should you switch a light in your room? You don't need light in your room. Why do you switch your light in your room? Because you want to see what's in your room. If you don't have light in your room, you will enter the room, you will tumble. There will be a table, there will be a stool, there will be a chair, you will fall. If there's no enlightenment, we will stumble in life. We will stumble and we will have, so enlightenment switches on the light to make us realize the truth of who we are and why we are here. That is why we need enlightenment. Second question.
Second question is, do you think you are enlightened? What's your
No. See,
feel the other way?
Okay. And so I think that I am on the journey, like you. We are all on the journey of enlightenment. And we are all, each one of us is one step different from the other. So I have realized some truths about life. Therefore, yes, some light has come on in my life.
Okay,
But to say I am enlightened, I'm not capable of saying I am enlightened. So I am on the journey to try to help others and sharing what I have learned. So that is where I stand. And we are going to also give Srikanth the chance. I think Srikanth, you are next. Rajendran is first and Srikanth, you are next. Rajendran, yes, please, you are unmuted. Rajendran, you can also unmute Srikanth if you want. Srikanth, you are unmuted. Srikanth, go ahead and ask your question, and Rajendran as well. Is he unmuted? Srikanth, your question, please. You have to unmute yourself, Srikanth.
Hello.
Yes, please. Yes, Srikanth.
Why mind is considered as the biggest enemy? Whether it will help us in enlightenment or not?
The mind cannot help you to be enlightened. The intellect has to help you. So, Srikanth, the problem is we don't sometimes understand the difference between the mind and the intellect. What the mind does, Srikanth, the mind is a thought factory. It's constantly producing thoughts. Pada, 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 pada. It's all the time. Every second it's producing a new thought. Even as I'm talking to you now, it doesn't leave you. Even while I'm talking, it is thinking some other thought. Not your mind, even my mind. Our mind is a monkey. That's why we call the mind is a monkey. So the mind cannot help us to be enlightened. We have to transcend the mind. Rajendra, you have to unmute yourself, Rajendra, to speak next. Rajendra, you already unmuted. After this question, you can ask a question after I finish. So Srikanth, we have to go beyond the mind. And that aspect of our body is called the intellect, buddhi, vivek. Human beings confuse the mind and the intellect to be the same. The mind produces thought, the intellect discriminates good thought and bad thought, positive thought and negative thought, what I should do, what I should not do. So have I explained the point, Srikanth? The mind cannot give enlightenment, but without the intellect, when the intellect uses the mind to have focused thinking, when the intellect is in command of the mind, that mind can give enlightenment. The mind controlled by the intellect. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna explains it very beautifully. He said the body is like a chariot with 5 horses. The 5 horses are controlled by the reins, and the reins are controlled by the charioteer. The charioteer is the buddhi, the intellect. We have to be that, the Atma and the intellect. So Srikanth, you are clear, or you have any other question?
Only seekers will get enlightenment. Other people will not get enlightenment.
Suppose you are in the road and the bus is passing. Only people who climb the bus will reach their destination, or people who are on the footpath also will reach their destination?
But the people who climb the bus.
If you don't climb the bus, then how you will go to the destination? So Srikanth,
They will remain so.
Unless you seek to climb the bus, then only you will go to the destination. If you are not seeking enlightenment, how will you get enlightenment?
Oh.
Thank you, Srikanth. We are giving Rajendra's chance. Rajendra, are you online? Rajendra, can you speak? He's unmuted. Rajendra, you are unmuted. You have to unmute yourself, Rajendra. Okay, Vipul Raj, your time to ask a question. Vipul Raj, Rajendra, you are not able to speak. Vipul Raj, please.
Shivam Guruji, I received the book today only, and thank you for that. I have 2 questions from you. The first one is, how can we get enlightenment and how hard it is to get? And my second question is, as you said that we have got, as we are enlightened, we get life purposes. Can different life purposes get us to the same path, that is enlightenment? If you have different life purpose, I have different life purpose, then both will lead to the same path, that is enlightenment. Is it so? These 2 are my questions, sir.
Okay. The first question is, see, enlightenment, anybody can get enlightened. Will you repeat your first question, please? Because I'm not writing down your question. What is your first question?
Sir, how can we get enlightenment? How hard it is to get enlightenment?
You were there in the beginning of this call. I told you the story of the Bijili.
Yes, sir.
So you have
I was there.
Enlightenment is something that you have to experience. Enlightenment, when will you know you're enlightened, Vipul Raj? When the light inside you switches on. How do you know that your room has got light or your room does not have light? How do you know, Vipul?
So when I switch on the switch the light on, then there is light. If I switch it off, then it is off.
So when you enter the room, how do you know light is on or light is off? How do you know?
So there is light all around on my room.
No, you can see everything in the room. That means light is on.
Yes, I can see everything in the room.
If
Yes,
you cannot see everything in the room, then does it mean light is on or off?
No, sir, it is off.
So when you see what is your inside, when you see the inside is the soul, then you are enlightened. When you don't see the soul inside means what?
I'm not enlightened.
You're not enlightened. So you got the answer to the first question. The
Yes,
second question, you're thinking, Vipul Raj, that we all have got different life purposes. That is what you're thinking. You're thinking the butcher has a different purpose, the barber has a different purpose, Narendra Modi has different purpose, Donald Trump has different purpose, Amitabh Bachchan has different purpose. But actually, all these people are actors in the drama called life. The purpose is one. Vipul Raj, whether it's Amitabh Bachchan or Mukesh Ambani or Narendra Modi, when they die, they will all become one. They will all become mitti. You agree, right?
Yes, sir,
The purpose is one. The purpose is for us to be enlightened. The purpose is liberation. The purpose is unification with God. All purpose for Krishna Sarma, purpose for you, purpose for Ashok Nichani, purpose for Sarah, for me, for everybody. What is the one purpose, Vipul Raj? We should be liberated and we should be united with the divine. The wave in the ocean, it keeps on splashing, keeps on splashing. It comes back again and again because it thinks I am a wave. The purpose of the wave is to realize I am not the wave, I am the ocean. The moment the wave realizes I am not the wave, I am the ocean, then there is no need to splash again. So the purpose for all of us is enlightenment. And I'm happy you got the book. I hope you will interact with me and we will go forward. Rajendra, can you hear me? Thank you, Vipul. Rajendra, yes, please, Rajendra.
Dadaji, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, please.
Okay, I bow down to the great soul, the God, Atmanin Ravi.
Shivoham.
Today morning, I happened to meet Sangam Gupta ji, and he happened to share about your great self and very empowering words. And I could again connect myself with Dada Vaswani. One way or the other way, I came across before few years. And, through one of my Guru Bhai, Kishore Motwani, and his cousin Jai Motwani, Jai Motiani.
Yes.
Okay, I'm from Mumbai. And I immediately recalled, everything. And I thought that I'm a privileged soul to have myself connected with your good self. That's all. I simply wanted to say this thing, and I humbly request for my enlightenment life book.
You want a life book? Yes, we will. Please send us your address. We will send you the life book. Kindly send us your address. With all, I thank you for your kind words. Rajendra, Dadaji is my guru. Dada JP Vaswani is my guru. Yeah, and we are all tiny specks compared to the master. The master is an ocean of wisdom, of knowledge, and our goal is to move in that direction, right? And we all together will walk step by step. I will send you the enlightenment book after we get your address. You have my number, I hope.
And I also, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I can't stop myself from acknowledging one more thing, okay? That like as you said that you are on the journey of enlightenment, I am too. And I right now, I can say I want to acknowledge that I am on the next level in the journey of my enlightenment after having met you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. And we will all work together and move towards that direction of being liberated. We are all in the same bus. We are all of us in this Zoom call are in the same, like we are in one plane, one flight, and we are all going in the same flight. Hopefully we will reach the destination together. Anybody else? Okay, so there are many questions in the chat, I believe. So we are going to quickly now go to the chat and we are going to answer the questions in the chat. All right. So we have a question from Maggie. Can we consider ourselves to be part and parcel of God? No. Maggie, we don't consider ourselves to be part and parcel of God. We are a God. We are God. We don't have to consider. We have to know it. We have to know beyond doubt. Please don't consider. I think this is Divya, if I'm not mistaken. Your message or name is Maggie, I think. We should be absolutely sure that we are not what we appear on the outside. We are, in fact, the divine soul. Next question from Sachin. Looking at myself and people, it's difficult for me to digest that we are all gods. Please guide. Sachin, obviously it is difficult for us to feel we are God because we are wearing different bodies. We look like Chinese and Africans and Americans and black and white and male and female and good and bad and thin and fat and pigs and dogs. But unfortunately, just like we realize that the bangle, the ring, the chain is not what they appear to be. There is gold in everything. When you are enlightened, Sachin, when you reach that state of enlightenment, that is why we have got, I hope you have got the book, Sachin. I'm sure you have got the book. I remember you're confirming it. That's when the enlightenment is for you to realize that we may appear different, but in reality, we are the same. Now, quickly to give you a solution to this, Sachin, since you want an answer, please pay attention, Sachin. You and me, suppose we both are going in a bike and we both die. You also die, I also die. What happens to both our bodies? Both our bodies will be cremated. But the soul in you and the soul in me will become one. And that will merge with the soul, which is the divine, whom we call God. So Sachin, go through the book. That's why I sent you a 400-page book, because I can't give you all the answers in 2 minutes. So we will please go through the book, and one by one, we will try to answer all your questions. Rekha Parwani, if someone close is harming us and is a hindrance for our enlightenment journey, and we avoid that, is it okay? But I know I have to see Shiva in them. So Rekha, when somebody is trying to harm you, it is a drama. Don't take it personally. Don't react. Try to let them bypass you. It's like somebody throwing some dirty coins at you. You don't have to pick up the dirty coins. Leave it there only. So if somebody is trying to harm you, so my answer to you, protect yourself. I'm giving you a practical answer. Don't say somebody came and took a knife and cut my neck. No, you don't let permit person to cut your neck. But if somebody is saying something bad, ignore it. If somebody is trying to provoke you, ignore it. Remember, they are all doing their karma. They are all actors on the earth stage. And if you react, you're creating another negative karma for yourself. Protect yourself. Don't react. Move on forward. Mr. Yoginder, Yoginder's question, if you say we are all God, but it's very difficult to think that really cruel people are also God. Dear Yoginder, it's just like somebody asked me a question. He said, I can understand the chain is expensive gold. The chain and the bangle is expensive gold, and the earrings is expensive gold. But I cannot believe that the devil that is made of gold also is expensive. So Yoginder, just because the gold is made into a devil, does the cost of the gold become less? So we have to understand, the fact is this, that God manifests as you and me. What looks something cruel to us is just a manifestation. It is a part of the storyboard. In the movie Sholay, Yoginder, I hope you've seen the movie Sholay. Amitabh Bachchan does his role and Amjad Khan does his role. One is Viru, or one is Gabbar Singh. But that does not mean that Gabbar Singh is cruel. Gabbar Singh is just doing the role of Gabbar. It doesn't make Amjad Khan a bad man. Unfortunately, when you see Amjad Khan, you used to see him, people used to say, ye to gunda admi hai, gunda admi. No, he was acting as a gunda admi. But this is the answer to your question. Magesh, Maggie, how to find passion of my life? You should not find the passion of your life. You must find the purpose of your life. The purpose of your life is to realize who you are and why you are here. This is the purpose of your life, Maggie. This is what enlightenment is all about. Dr. Kulveer Singh, the more I read in the last 1 year, I got bewildered about life. Why some of the educated people analyze so much about life? Because Dr. Kulveer Singh, only when you analyze about life, you will come to the reality. If you don't analyze about life, you will just live, believe in the fairy tales people have told you, and you will die, only to be born again. Again you will live, again you will believe in the fairy tales, again you will die, only to be born again. Again you will live, again you will die. Dr. Kulveer Singh, please don't just read, but please ask questions, investigate, realize the truth. The challenge is to realize the truth that you are not Dr. Kulveer Singh. The name is Dr. Kulveer Singh. You are not a doctor. The doctor is just a certification given to you, a designation because of your education. It is your profession. It is your qualification. Therefore, we start thinking, I am Dr. Kulveer Singh. No, you are just a soul. You are the Atma in Dr. Kulveer Singh. Next question from you. We know we are going to be unified in Supreme God. And why is so much care bodily? Because of ignorance. Dr. Kulveer Singh, the minute you realize you are the divine soul and you're going to unify with God, there will be no scare. All the scare will disappear. The fear will disappear. The body may suffer, but you are not the body, Dr. Kulveer Singh. The body is different from you. Dr. Kulveer Singh, I can't see you. What will happen tomorrow if your shirt tears? Will you cry? My shirt tore, my shirt tore, my shirt tore. You will not cry so much. You will just change your shirt. But you don't think the body to be like a shirt. The moment you come to know the body is like a shirt, and you will leave this shirt today and you will wear a new shirt tomorrow, all the fear will go away. So follow my path. Please join me on the path. Like I have lost the fear, you too can lose the fear. Vipul Raj, how many chapters should I read now in Enlightenment book? Will you guide us through chapter? Vipul Raj, don't take this as a race to read this book. Please read page by page. Write down your questions. WhatsApp me on 9845155555. That's my WhatsApp number. I am on this number every day. I reply to all your questions every day without fail. I don't miss your questions. Ask me questions. I will be happy to answer your questions. And Vipul Raj, do not rush. Go through page by page. Understand the page. Read the question. Put your thoughts. In Upanishad, they say Sravana, Manana, Dididhyasana. Means first you read, then you contemplate, introspect. Then you will understand, you will realize, you will be enlightened. So go slow, Vipul Raj. Don't hurry up, please. Ravindran, thanks for your book. What is the age to start and get into the journey of enlightenment? Adi Shankara got into the journey at 8 years. Ramana Maharishi at 16. Some people start at 75. There is no age. So also family should need to be taken care of, depend on us. Mr. Ravindran, nobody said to ignore the family. Nobody has asked you to leave the family in the jungle and become enlightened. Please continue to do what you can for the family. But don't give up your enlightenment journey because your children want gold and your wife wants a new silk sari and somebody in your family wants to go to America or Europe. That is not important for you. Your important challenge for you, Ravindran, is enlightenment. Take care of your people's roti, kapada, makan. Take care of the basics. But more important than all that is enlightenment. Don't forget, that is the most important. Last question, Avinash Sawant. Knowing the knowledge, sometimes I become impatient and then it takes time to come back to normal. Any suggestion to retain patience and not lose myself? You must try to find out who is the one being impatient. You are not the one who is impatient. It is the ego. The ego thinks you know the knowledge. The ego becomes impatient. Along with the mind, it becomes the mind and ego me. Me becomes impatient. The goal is silence. The goal is contemplation. It is consciousness. It is realization of the truth. I am not Avinash Sawant. Avinash Sawant is the habitat in which I am alive. It's a name given to this body. I am the divine soul. I am one with the Supreme. If we are able to get to that enlightenment, there can be nothing greater than that. My dear friends, just as every week the time is coming to an end, before I close, 1 minute just to tell you, you have a treasure in your hands, the Enlightenment Life book. It's an opportunity. Use it or lose it. Enlightenment is your goal. Don't ignore this book. I have done my part. I have sent the book into your hands. Wherever you are in India, I have sent the book into your hands. But I can't push you. You can take a horse to the river, but you can't force it to drink water. I have done my portion and given you the book. You have the key to unlock the biggest treasure in life, the purpose, that you are the divine soul. Next week, we will start with 10 minutes on the Enlightenment Life book. Anybody wants to speak, they can ask questions. And if you send us your questions first before the call, we will be able, just before the call starts, to answer those questions first. 10 minutes based on the suggestion by Krishna Sarma. We will spend 10 minutes on the Enlightenment Life book. And next week, we will talk on my new book, Many Problems, One Solution. Many problems, one solution. Sanjay Das, thank you for being on the call. Ashok Maheshwari and Suman, thank you. Motkula Anand, thank you for being on the call. Kumar Swami, Sudeep Bhargava, Srikant, and all of you who asked questions. Thank you. Veena, Emma and Ashok. Krishna Sarma, thank you for your suggestion. Appreciate Vipul Raj for your questions. Rajan, thank you very much. January, thank you for being on this call. Mutkula Anand, Girish and Amma, you got the books, Girish, I hope. Chandresh, pata nahi aapka book kyun nahi aaya, please it will come. Rais, I'll bring your book and come next week to Kashmir when I'm coming. Thank you for being on the call, all of you. Itkari ji, Ashok Nanhema, Lakshmi, Abhinav Panwar, Sachin, Mona, Komal, Mr. Sangam Gupta, Ajit, Samita, Rajendram, Ashok Chotwani. Thank you very much, Dr. Kulveer Singh, Sarah. Thank you for being on this call. Kishan, Rekha, thank you all. Avinash Sawant, Gautam, Dr. Ruchika Singh, Ravindran, thank you very much for being on this call. And the rest of you I can't see. God bless each of you. Magesh, Maggie, I think this is Divya. Thank you for being on the call, and we look forward to your divine presence next week. Thank you for your blessings and your presence. Have a good evening. Shiva.